Unong aiktin ke sorkar MDA ubedeiru Menteri Sorkar ubak polling do hne kesni baar ulat herting nongialam jong ka Meghalaya and Greater Shillong Progressive Hawkers and Street Vendors Association da ke boong ka don ke jing temu ke Syllad ban pynslem ha ka de bat ke jing kynriah nongdie madan sya ke benta halor jong ke muda parking lot. Ya kini ubak pol ulapan paukum ka jubab halor ki iaki balapan long da ka MGSPHSVA ya ke bakila keno ba ke de ke jing kendang ka babian persya nong syong di madan hapok kendailat polis besar. Kumta layo kumba ka don ke jing temu ka Syllad da ki kato kat ni nongialam. Ngan keno ya barok kinong di madan Henry ya ki kato kat ni nongialam ki ban kwa ban penbet ya kini kekam. Henry sa sisinpat, siya ngan penken mau biang hang ni baka sorkar ka kut jing mut scam ban penti kenaya ka jing sensyar jong ka an ong ubak pol haba keren syakilat pathai kubor. Ulama hamru baka sorkar kan ailat baka jing sensyar jong ka an kan syak yuk roj. Da ka baka do halor ka jing lek tur jong kinong di madan hakmat skatrian ya ka ba ulakam baka de ka jing penken ya ka kendon shispa and ripulai jong ka BNS. Ubak pol ulaong baka sorkar kala penjam da ke penjelan ya ke por ban kynriah nong syong madan syaduk ke arpo arterik naitung bat terwaru ya ki jing Krisyan syakito ki ba menjur ban kynriah syakate ke jaka bala penkre. Ka sorkar kala mang kerpang ya ke jing Krisyan pisa ke bashipo hajar tingka na ke benta uwe dan eka we ki nong di madan kum ka bai kynriah bat ban airu ya ke jing Krisyan ke ba ar hajar man ubenai na ke benta san benai kenti ban yarap ban penslur ya ki ban kynriah sya ke jaka syong ke betemai ong ubak pol. Nalor kata ulaban juru baka sorkar kadon hakelinti ka badai bat kala syimkia da ka jingkit hli haki rukom trekam jongka ban penduna ya ki jingkap ngia hakanong bak shlong bat ban penlong lenti ya ki jat haki kato kat ni ki jaka. Ula kedawru ya ke jingdon kam jongka hok ke bamaringkat na ke benta barok ki nong pendon kam ya ki surok kata kentup ya ki kali ki pait ba bat ki nong di jingdi bat banjur baka sorkar kan kentat ya ki hok jongka we na kini. Ngalaju pun ken mau ialah di banong babarok kinong pendon kam ya ka surok ki don ya ka hok ka bamaringkat bat ka hok jong akum unong di madan kamut ban kentaj no ya ka hok jong ki weipat ki bapendon kam ya ka surok. Ngi don ru ya kinong nyak kali ki bedai kinong pendon kam ya ka surok ngi don ya ki paj ba nong leit nong wan ki bedai ru kinong pendon kam ngi melak ban kentaj ya ki hok jong ki bakin pendon kam ya ka juk ka jaka tangna ke benta ka jing mentoy jong ki kato kat ni kinong pendon kam ya ka surok benrap ubak pol. Ha kabaya day bat ke jing leit kendang ya kinong di madan ubak pol ulaong bakalong ka basngosi bat baki officer kila krensyai ba onsyak tang ya kito ki badon ya ki sernot vending COV bakin penya ya ki kam khayi jongki.
Government is on the right track because we have been very responsive and very responsible too. You would recall that the entire aim of the state government is to decongest Shillong, and regarding that particular stretch at Syllad, the plan is for the government to pedestrianize the entire zone. I have been repeating myself in saying that all road users have equal rights, and my right as a vendor should not mean a denial of the right of other road users. We have motorists who are also road users. We have pedestrians who also are road users. We cannot deny their right to the use of the same space only to benefit a section of road users. Now, as far as the town vending committee is concerned, discussions have taken place over the course of the last 1 year. This is nothing that the government did in the flash of a moment. We have been in constant touch with all the vendors, and even their top leaders have also attended these various meetings held from time to time. The meetings have been properly minuted, recorded, and they have agreed to the terms and conditions. Those are, if you can approach the CEO of the SMB, he will furnish all details of the discussions in the meetings of the town vending committee. Now, when it comes to what happened yesterday, was really unlucky, unfortunate, and uncalled for, because the officers, have gone and made it clear that only those possessing what we call a COV, certificate of vending, will be allowed to carry on their trade. Now, the government has also been very lenient because we have given them time. But as the deadline ended, we have extended this deadline to the 22nd of July. And there is space for 400 hawkers, out of which only half have agreed to move out, whereas they were party to all the decisions of the town vending committee. Now, that apart, for them to shift to the new space, the MTC space, we have earmarked a sanctioned amount of 10,000 rupees per vendor as shifting allowance. Also, government has already intimated to them that as they start their venture in the new vending zone, each vendor will get a monthly financial support of 2,000 rupees per vendor for 5 months in order to help incentivize them as they shift to the new vending zone. All of these have been agreed upon. Therefore, there seems to be other hidden agenda by some of the leaders. I will not blame all the hawkers, but apparently a few leaders would not like this issue to be resolved. So that is, but again, let me reiterate here that government is committed to ensuring the rule of law. Today, you would have noticed that these hawkers have also marched near the secretariat, in fact, in front of the main secretariat building, which is in violation of Section 163 of the BNS. Now, we would again like to reiterate that we will not allow the rule of law to be compromised. Anybody can say anything, but please obtain copies of the proceedings of the various meetings held, and you will see what occurred in those meetings. I said that there are some vested interests who would like to see that this issue is not resolved because they gain from the fact if the matter is not resolved. But the vast majority have all agreed to these decisions, including the top leaders of the association who have participated at various meetings. The fact that 200 of them have also agreed to move out to the new vending zone goes to prove that they have agreed. Now, what is stopping the rest of them from moving out? No, the town vending committee, under the chairmanship of the CEO of the SMB, will meet in a matter of a day or two. So once that happens, I will update you. If you remember, we have prioritized Kynriah being the busiest commercial space in Syllad. Once we are successful in Kynriah, we will then replicate the success story elsewhere. See, as I said, there should not have been any standoff because we have engaged them in meaningful dialogue and discussions for the past 1 year. Several rounds of discussions have taken place. They have agreed to the conditions of their shifting. And now they are vending on the road, okay, where they do not have proper shelter. We have shifted them and given them also this offer of shifting allowance, 10,000 rupees per vendor, and they will go inside a building where they'll get shelter, they will get facilities of drinking water, washroom facilities. All these have been given to them. And the terms and conditions in those discussions also saw the participation of leaders like from the NGOs. We had the KSU, we had the Senjuk Kirang Bashnong, represented by Rabla. They all were part of this discussion. Now, when we come to the point of actually implementing the decisions of the town vending committee, suddenly somebody decides to backtrack. What do we do? So, and also the fact that 200 of them have agreed to shift, what does it imply? So these are things for which you need to do some research. Anybody can make any allegations. You need to substantiate those allegations. More importantly, all the discussions have been properly recorded. We not only are answerable to the people of Meghalaya, we also are answerable to the High Court of Meghalaya, and therefore we cannot play, even if somebody wants to play games, he cannot, because we have to submit all the affidavit, all the disclosures, all the minutes of and proceedings of the discussions also to the High Court. It is not a question of anybody pressurizing us, but we have timelines. We have defined timelines, and in fact, we took 1 year of discussions. So there was nothing done in a rush. We have already, government has already instructed the CEO of the SMB to convene the town vending committee so that we proceed forward with their rehabilitation in the new vending zone. We we've decided that we will introduce these guidelines starting with East Khasi Hills. In a matter of 2 to 3 months, we will review the success of this decision on the ground, and if that succeeds, then we will replicate that model in other parts of the state.